Hello, Collective. Welcome to your energy reading. Please take what resonates right now. The song of today, it's Remember the Time, okay? So, I will have to be honest, it's from flame coded. It doesn't have to be, but I kind of feel like it is. You could also watch for Divine Masculine. It doesn't have to be, but I kind of feel like it is, okay? Do not be upset. I'm not trying to generalize this like that, but welcome to this reading. Nonetheless, Collective, message-wise, yes, I'm gonna do a different thing right now. I'm trying it out, just kind of basing it off the lyrics. I'm trying to see if it works for like a month or something. However, you actually do have other collective messages. So aside from just basing off the lyrics, it's gonna be like a 2-part reading, okay? Let's read. It's Remember the Time by Michael Jackson. So basically, to just summarize it, they want you to remember the good times because they're remembering it. Maybe you shared a past life together. You could be from Egypt or African. You could have a past life in Egypt as well. If you're like into past life recession, you know what it is, okay? But long story short, they want you to remember the good days because they do. And you might have forgotten or don't want to remember, but you're gonna get the remembrance back. So for instance, if it was like a memory swipe situation, which also happens in a twin flame connection, there's going to be some sort of activation between you and your twin flame where you're going to remember the times where you had together, whether from the past or your past life, okay? I know it's not really based on their lyrics like that because he says in his lyrics, do you remember how we used to talk? You know, we stay up all night till dawn. Do you remember all the things we said? Like, I love you so, and I will never let you go. Do you remember back in spring, every morning bird would sing? Do you remember those special times? They would just go on, and then in the back of my mind, do you remember when we fell in love? Do you remember when we first met, girl? Do you remember when we first fell in love? Those sweet memories will always be there to me, and so on and so forth. If you read the lyrics by Michael Jackson, Remember the Time, it is verbatim. I'm gonna do like one reading for that if it resonates. For the rest of you guys that don't resonate, take whatever that I'm saying as a channeled message that's not in the lyrics as your message, okay? So that would be part 2 of this reading. Aside from that, we also have trying to act like you don't remember, stop acting up, okay? And then we got the authorities, and then we have fighting for my life, my rights, Prosecco, okay? And the weight feels crazy. So I'm gonna dissect this. Hopefully you guys can keep up. So for those that resonate with, like I said, never mind. So if you resonate with the lyrics, as in if I mention Michael Jackson, Remember the Time, verbatim, that is your message. Let's see what they want to tell you based on the cards, okay? So they want to tell you, or I guess they want to tell you this. They want to tell you stop being childish, stop going back to the past when things were not good. So long story short, I don't think you will like this perspective, Collective. Based on the cards here, your person is kind of like, stop acting childish, stop holding on to the past when it comes to the negativity. See the light in things instead of the dark, okay? We actually had good moments. We have good moments, Collective. Stop being so pessimistic, okay? This is what they want to tell you. They also want to tell you to have more hope. Number 36, 13, 11 could be symbolic in terms of age or timeline. 36 specifically in terms of an age could be relevant here, okay? I'm also tuning into 34. Now, how are they feeling for you guys? Based on the Romance Angel card. So they have actually made up their mind on how they feel. And what they're trying to do is tell exactly how they're trying to tell you exactly how they're feeling. Okay, they want to express how they're feeling. They know what to say, they know what to do, they know how they feel. Okay, they just ask you to be more open-minded and forget about the hard times of this connection based on the lyrics. Okay, now if it's not based on the lyrics and it's based on my channel messages that I mentioned before, this is for you guys. The energy here, what they want to, what's relevant or tell you. So they feel like, some things can't really be put to the end. How do I say this? Some things can't be cut off, okay? For instance, like, it's not so easy, collective, to just end this or walk away from this or change this. It's not so easy. You might be upset about this, but I'm getting the energy of like, it's not the easiest thing to walk away from whatever they're supposed to walk away from. Okay? I don't know what it is, but it's not the easiest. Okay? Anything else that is relevant? I don't feel like you're too happy about this as well. What's relevant here is collective for the group number 2 is that they want to have a conversation with you. They want to talk. Okay? I also want to tell you that, work has been on their mind and they want to work this together with you. And, nothing kind of happens over a day. But it won't solve it if we are not addressing the elephant in the room. The thing is, somebody's gonna blame it on work for some reason, or they feel like you work too much, or it's work that made them do whatever they did, or they can't really walk away from. I don't know, something of this nature. But it's like, if it doesn't get addressed, the energy of this might die down. Okay. How are they feeling for you, this twin flame or soulmate based on the Romance Angel card? They feel a lot of passion for you. They're very passionate collective, but it's like there seems to be a lot of... I'm tuning into challenges. I wanted to say obstacles, but it's kind of like challenges, okay? Something of this nature. Feel a lot of passion for you, but there's also challenges here. The chemistry is still chemistry, so it's not like that is something that is wrong. It's just that whatever you want them to cut off, it's not going to be easy peasy, okay? I don't know what it is, but I do feel like you're not too happy about their stubbornness when it comes to that, okay? Especially if you're feminine watching, you're like, damn it. Okay. Your advice card, group number 1, based on the lyrics, message wise. So right now, I feel like you kind of just have to go with your intuition instead of support, especially if you're looking for spiritual support. Trust your intuition right now. And I feel like you're a bit too afraid to do so, because your intuition is telling you that it might not be a good moment with your twin flame. You might feel like whatever you're trying to do and trying to manifest this is kind of giving, it's not going to turn out in our favor. We're still going to have issues. There are still obstacles. There are still blockages. It's still going to be a little bit of a struggle, okay? Because you probably waited for some sort of spiritual confirmation, guidance on what it looks like right now. Doesn't feel 10-10, okay? What I'm getting here as well, like if you don't get a confirmation from your spirit team and you go by intuition, and intuition is kind of like, it doesn't look good, is probably that direction right now. And to be quite honest, as somebody that's in this and been this throughout many years, if your spirit team, God, ancestors, angels is not giving you an answer, that's an answer in itself. If you feel like something is off and your twin flame is really driving you off the wall and it doesn't look good, that's probably what it is. Okay, you're probably sad about this, a bit, annoyed, angry, confused, but I feel like this is something a part of your guys' journey. Number 52 could be symbolic as well. 48, 64, age, timeline, pick and choose. Okay. However, I do feel like this is not going to be forever. But right now, it's kind of the frequency. Okay. This is for those that resonate with group number 1. Group number 2. Okay. Message based on my channeled insights for you and not the lyrics. Your go-to advice is this. Remember that love is all around. You're never alone. And turn knowledge into wisdom. So basically, this is going to make you stronger. This is going to lead you into the direction of being more effective. Okay? Knowing what to do. It's giving, okay, this is a lesson for a growth, for higher self. Okay, 41, 42, 67 could be symbolic in terms of age or timeline. I'm also getting here, if you resonate with my channel insight, you have a better of a, it's looking better for you than for those that resonate with the lyrics, because I feel like for the group number 1, the changes are not looking changeable at the moment, and it might upset you. For group number 2, there's going to be a shift and where you're going to feel loved, not alone, and utilizing this for your highest and best good in terms of wisdom. Okay, so somebody's name is Angelica, so we're going to just do a few cards for that. Angelica, how are they feeling for you? They don't feel quite they don't feel quite optimistic. They could feel like, you could be a little bit controlling right now, Angelica. And if you're watching for Angelica, the energy towards you is this. Is that, they feel like you should see the value in them, but you're not. So yeah, and Angelica could also be quite indecisive as well. Okay, now let's go into the specifics, because I forgot to clarify that. Somebody could also be suffering from headaches as well. So so somebody's acting like they don't know what this is. Like they don't know that this is a twin flame connection and it's not to be played with. So I do feel like one party is like, you are freaking, you're driving me insane, okay? And I feel like this person could have had a lot of conversations and talks about this connection with other people. For instance, I'm at my twin flame. You're watching 10 to 15 readings per day. You found your soul tribe and you're complaining. Or your person find their soul tribe, their friend, their family, their coworkers, and be like, this divine feminine is driving me crazy. They don't know that they're a divine feminine. Or this divine masculine is driving me crazy, blah, 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 blah. And you watch, something of this nature. So somebody's like, one person gets it, another person don't. One person remembers the times, whether it's a twin flame situation, which I feel like it is, or like, and when I say twin flame in this sense, like in our past life, we were actually soulmates. We're reincarnated, we're back together again, okay? Or it could be in reference to, we had our twin flame situation, we went separate because we needed to grow and learn and heal. one person did, another person didn't, and the other person is like, why can't you remember who the fuck you are? Okay, why don't you want to heal? Why don't you want to grow? Why don't you want to elevate? Okay, somebody's really upset, and I feel like it is the masculine that's upset with the divine family. Divine family? Maybe they're family. Maybe they're upset at your family. But what I wanted to say, they're upset with the divine feminine because they don't want to become the divine feminine, number one. And number two, they could also be upset with the divine feminine family, okay? Whether divine feminine is a spiritual family or actual family. It could be a situation where it's like the blockage is divine feminine's family members are karmic and they're the ones that are blocking the journey of you guys coming together, for example, okay? A lot of discussion, a lot of gossip, things of that nature. There is also a mother figure that is also in somebody's head about this divine connection. There we go. Okay, now on to the next message. Oh Lord. So you and your divine twin flame, you guys are very passionate. This is giving textbook twin flame. The meeting, the energy is as high as you love each other, as much you guys can really tear each other apart. You are what's the name? 2 peas of 1 pod or something, that whole saying. This is giving authentic twin flame in all its beauty and mess and chaos, okay? Now, on to the next situation. So we got authorities. So you could work for the authorities, your twin flame, or the head figure of the family, the authority of somebody's head of the family could have a lot to say when it comes to this twin flame connection, or is involved. Maybe somebody, family members, call the authorities on the twin flame, and now Hell has entered the chat, okay? I'm also getting the energy of like, we're about to call the authorities on you freaking twin flames because you're doing the most. And yeah, one party is upset, another party is like, well, I don't give a fuck. So it could be the situation where they feel like this twin flame situation is doing a bit most. Because disclaimer, I say this all the time. I know I'm not like in a namaste energy right now because I feel the frustration for you guys. But a twin flame relationship, 9 times out of 10, about 10 times out of 10, to be quite honest, the everyday person would not get this. Okay? And from the looks of it and from the energy of it, I feel like this is also including like reincarnation. So it's not just your other half. It's giving, we have done this a million lifetimes, okay? If it's not that, the past with your person, it's so hectic and there's always some sort of fight or flight or commotion from third parties. This time around, it's the family members. The authorities could have been involved, okay? The thing is, somebody wants to keep somebody stuck, and that is code for there's no way in hell that you and your twin flame will be one. Why? Because if that happens, that means whatever codependency that have on you or your person is dissolved. It's giving the energy of like, if you guys come together in healing, in union, there is going to be generational curses broken. Okay? So, oh Lord. Listen, guys, this is not for everyday peoples, okay? I always say this all the time. I do feel the struggle, I'm not gonna lie, but I need you to cleanse, I need you to fast. If you're upset with your person, it's valid, and vice versa. But you do have a bigger mission on here, so there's no other reason than to get to it, okay? So, we're going to move on from that point. The next key point is fighting for my life and for my rights. So I don't know. It could be tied into the authority situation that I just talked about. Somebody feels like they're fighting for their life when it comes to this relationship, just in general, like, and somebody doesn't get it. Okay. And then, do I need to clarify this? Oh, this reading is gonna be long. I wanted to use charms, but we're gonna skip it. Okay. There's somebody, you or a person that is gonna face some injustice, okay, because of this connection. There's also a letter or a message that was supposed to be sent that didn't get sent. For instance, like I always use this as a reference, but in the notebook where Noah and Ali forcibly got broken up with because, you know, there was a difference in socioeconomical status and hierarchies and so on, right? Noah wrote to Ali for a year. If you know the quote, you know the quote. Ali's mother hid all of her letters for an entire year and let her daughter go through depression, which I personally feel like led to like the beginning of her amnesia over time because of the trauma of it all. And because she was a controlling parent, the entire family, but specifically the mother. And I feel like there was some sort of message that was supposed to be sent out. It didn't get sent out, and now somebody's like fucking traumatized. Or will be. I feel like the aftermath is not looking good. Okay. So there is that. So I also feel like somebody's gonna be like, I'm fighting for my fucking life, and like, what the heck, you know? The next key point in this channeled message, some prosecco. Okay, that was one of the key points. I don't know. Should I show you guys? Never mind. Prosecco. Somebody could be drinking a lot. Specifically prosecco. This is a wine that you and your twin flame used to indulge in. Yeah, that's it. We're just gonna keep it like that, or that's what it is. Okay. I don't feel like it's like an issue. I just feel like somebody's like favorite. If I say prosecco, it's gonna be like, yeah, it resonates. Okay. And lastly, one of the last key points of this message is somebody feels like the wait is crazy. So somebody feels like it's insane, crazy, nonsensical of waiting for a person or waiting in a twin flame relationship, because kind of like a lot of people will be like, you need to be freaking institutionalized. Either, but I don't feel like it's other people saying this. I feel like you might feel this insanity or your person. Okay, whether you have met or not. So you could be in a situation where you've been on this twin flame journey for one of those years, right? Or you just feel like it's crazy to even wait for an answer that feels like impossible. But I feel like nothing is impossible when love is in the equation and God is in the midst of it. But that's just me, okay? But let's do your... I think we did everything though, in terms of the advice. But let me add this one. Nothing is wasted. Remember that, okay? So, in conclusion, it's all happening for your highest and best good, even if it doesn't make sense. Okay? So to wrap it up all, I want to add some initials. First, middle, last. Somebody's name is Dorothy as well. So just give me a sec. Kind of reminds me of the Wizard of Oz. Dorothy. Oh, my English is about to fail me. So, okay. The energy for Dorothy. Excuse the mispronunciation. I'm so sorry. So basically, Dorothy is, I feel like family is involved in this and it doesn't look good. But I also feel like your person wants to have a family with you as well. They miss you very much. I'm channeling. Something else I want to tell you is that for some of you, I feel like if you guys are going to date, you have to either move out from your environment, move location, or move in with them, or something of this nature. Or they're gonna move closer to you. How are they feeling for oh wow, why? Sorry. How are they feeling for her? So basically, they feel the chemistry. They also feel like they can't let you go. For some of you guys, it's your ex, Dorothy. Okay. All right. So, if you're watching Dorothy, your go-to cards. They don't feel like they're stuck right now, but they also feel like they can't let you go. You know what? It's giving the twin flame connection, the red thread. Like in Japanese mythology, that there's this thing called like the soulmate thread. Let me look it up. Hold up. What's not mythology? Is folklore. So it's the red thread of fate. Okay. So it's like this, Dorothy. This is like your connection. Okay. But it's not unbearable. So we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you for stopping by. Good luck in his journey in life. Let's see. There's definitely going to be a wedding. I think your biggest issue, collective, is kind of the people around you, and it's the karmics. That's what it is. Okay. As soon as you're away from the karmics, I'm speaking on the general senses. I feel like things are going to be more clear, or this is how your divine masculine twin flame feels. Okay. Or you, if you're watching divine masculine.